So today we went through one entry to Mighty Lock, and then we spent some time on finishing details of the Mighty Lock. I think it's right now my favorite technique or sequence, and we're gonna work that for a couple of weeks because we have few alternatives depending on the guy's reaction and few other submissions. So yeah. Thursday, so leg locks, and like I mentioned in the group today, we start to work on my favorite technique and sequence in the whole sport. So and we have Jesper here filming today, so he picked a good day. So for once I actually know what I'm talking about. But yeah, yeah, let's get into it. And yeah, then we'll have a lot of time for sparring. Kumpi polvi sulla? Okay, Tommi. Okay, get around. We'll go straight into it. Even though this is Leglock class, few seconds I'm just gonna talk about shoulder crunch and joint bar, because it's a really good match for the leg locks, especially if you play half guard. Because if I only know leg locks and I only want to do leg locks and I start going here, yeah, I'm not getting. He's being heavy, he's posting, so it's really good to pair them up with joint bar. Because once I go here, yes, and look at his hips. Now I'm free to go here. Santeri Lilius talks a lot about this, and I think he's absolutely right. It's really good to pair things up. We used to have this guy, Aziz, Juho at least remembers him. He had the same thing, but he played butterfly guard, and he went for ankle lock and guillotine. So both of them are kind of like easy to defend as their own, but it's really hard to defend them at the same time. So when we get into sparring, just try to think about like pairing up with, it doesn't matter if it's joy bar. I think from half guard joy bar is a really good option, but like you can do have something of your own, but pair them up so you can attack one thing. If he doesn't defend, go for it, and if he defends it, then go for the second stuff. But yeah, so in today's we're gonna go through one entry and one submission from there. So basically, we are, with our bottom hand, we are hooking, pretty standard stuff. Here it's important to have some form of frame. I would prefer going under the armpit, but if we don't have anything, Tommy is just gonna cross face me, and yeah, and he's gonna get chest to chest, and then we are in trouble. So I maybe start pushing first, so he will put some pressure, and I kind of like, I first go to here, because if I straight go here, he's just gonna tuck it in. So kind of push and then slide it in, and with the one motion I will bring my hand here. Now probably the most common here is we just take cable grip and start pulling this, but here now we're gonna do something a little bit different. Now with my bottom leg, I'm actually gonna kind of like drive it through as far as possible. This, I want to get under Tommy's hips. This frame prevents him from cross facing, and also when I'm under, I don't really have to push that much because I'm under his hips. So it's kind of like, it's hard because he doesn't have a lot of weight on his legs, so that weight has to go somewhere, and now it's his arms. Now that we are here, I don't immediately start going for the backside 50-50. I first kind of like pull Tommy. I go almost on my shoulders. Now he's really light. And now I start driving this leg on top of his back, and I'll bring this one also on top of its back. Not here. If I'm here, like, it's not the end of the world, but I don't really control his hips anymore, and he doesn't really carry much weight. He can start pulling that off. So I want to be here, and then I will at the same time I will raise my hips and extend them. So I get the leg in the air. Now, lähde vaan, mene vaikka ikkunan kohti. Even without the grip, I'm following. So let's start with this. So once again, maybe we harass a little bit, make him react. Come here, pull him on top of us. And put this leg like on bottom, not like this. I feel this is not as tight, or does it? Which one feels tighter to me?
This.
Yeah, it's like even if I can make the heel come in the air, I feel there is more room. So this way, it's tighter. And this one goes here. Then I raise my hips and extend. Okay? Let's start with that. 1, 2, 3.
Ossas pari pointteria sulle? Pari pointteria missä? Pari pointteria tästä.
Eikö mä käärän tää koko rallin läpi?
Okei.
Vähän se ei käydä kuutittelen kaverin.
Okei, joo. Okei.
No,
Joo, yes.
jes, sit toi suoraksi. Toi päälle.
Ja vedä vielä tossa.
Niin,
Siinä kun ottaa.
Come here. Here. I don't go straight. I'll really kind of like, almost like here.
Okay.
And now. Okay, if he doesn't, that's fine for me. But yeah.
Mä saan aukoiset kun laittaa.
Ei,
Takas kumpi tänne. Trillattaa siihen. Siis mä olisin kumpi takas.
Mä oon tällä jalalla tänne.
Tää tulee
Kaina.
Yes.
Nyt. Tossa mitä sä äsken teet, ja siis sekin on ihan oikea entry, mutta tää on nyt eri. Nyt me ei niinku yritetä työntää ja vetää, vaan nyt sä ammut tän niin syvälle, niin kielessä, että sun lantion, jes, tänne kaverin lantion alle. Nyt sä vedät kaverin sun päälle, menet oikein niinku, melkein sun olkapäin. Much better. Yeah, much better. You can even more kind of like this. Many of you kind of like to start to try to go faster. So you start going from here. But now we are, or like here. Now the problem here is when I go like this, I don't really, even if I can get, I don't really control the hip. I'm not as tight as I want. So that's why, if you wondered like, why would I bring him over? Now I can get really good hip connections. The second thing, many of you bring it here. I know it feels kind of like natural, but now I'm not carrying, he's not carrying any of my weight, or like very little. So it's harder to make this light. And once we go to submission, it's important that we have this heel light. So we bring this. You can actually, put your heel on his spine. Then raise your hips and extend them. We are already almost in our submission position. Here, if I start to doing it, it's not strong. So here, okay. Let's try that a few more times, and then we go to the submission. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, let's. And I know, like, before you know this, the other stuff might not make that much sense. But once you see the submission, then you're like, oh, that's why. So again, we may be harassing a little, going here. Okay, now we're here. What we're gonna do next? We have the heel here. So we're gonna grab it. We have basically 3 ways to grab it. Jesse Warrior, who taught me this, uses this. He goes with the same side hand to the heel, and then with the other. So kind of like this double, I don't know what to call it, double cup grip. And okay, it's really important to keep your hips high and extended. If I'm here, nothing's gonna happen. So here, either this, or Santeri Lilius uses this. He grabs with the opposite hand of the heel and brings this and goes kind of RNC, or the guy who invented this uses this, so he goes same side hand to the heel and then to your own shoulder. Okay, now the details. This submission has kind of lot of details, but try to bear with me. It doesn't matter which grip you use, the details are the same. We are going to rotate the heel like this, but you see, if I just do this, his sole of his foot is moving, so I need to block it, and I block it with my neck. So I put it tightly to my neck, and I look the other way. I put my chin over the bottom of his foot. Now I keep my hips high, and I start rotating his heel to that way. Okay, so we're here. It doesn't matter which one, here or, but it's important to keep looking that way, because if I follow with my gaze to where I'm rotating, it gets less tight, and he can also follow through. So everything tight, and also think about, like, try to keep in every submission, try to keep everything as tight as you can. If there's room, it's not gonna be that effective. So hips as high as possible, extend as much as possible, as tight as possible, and okay? Että sä jäit vähän niinku kulmaan tänne.
Joo.
Sit tää. Okay, he's not just tapping easily, but okay. No, yeah.
I'm almost choking myself trying to do this.
Yeah, then that's good. Then that's good. Like that's how tight it should be. But depending on how good the guy who's doing it. So if he's on top of things, it's a tough place to be. But yeah, of course, there's no perfect submission that has no defenses. But like, I feel this is really tough to defend. If you get to this part, I feel this is really hard to defend. Well, okay, grab a drink, grab your mouthpieces. We're gonna have 2 7.5 minute positional sparrings.
Ei ollut pakko oli alkanut.
Ei, mutta jos menette avoimeen tai suljettuun, niin joo. Nice inversion.